I'm senior reporter Don Nelson live in Valley County, just near Tamarack Resort, where last night 3 separate lightning strikes hit up over the ridge, one dangerously close to Tamarack Resort. There's the ski area, there's the fire. The fire crews are hitting it from ground and land, but I have to, from the air and ground. And I have to tell you, there hasn't been a minute that hasn't gone, there has not been a minute that's gone by that a plane or a helicopter has not dumped water or retardant on this fire. I will say that we came up earlier today, as we've had video that we shot all during the day at the resort. The sky was orange, ashes were falling, a lot of smoke. They turned on the snow guns to put moisture in the air, to create that humidity level to go up, which does help. Evacuation orders in the village last night. Those folks were told they can come back in today, which they did. I spoke to one homeowner who did not get an evacuation order, but he woke up to the sound of thunder and lightning.
The first thing we heard was the close lightning, loud cracks, and then looked out the window and could see flames starting up, on the ridge of the mountain. And then as you watched, you could see each pine tree ignite. And so the flames were pretty high.
And coming up, I will tell you tonight that this gentleman and his wife actually went back to sleep, but they do have warning devices in their room. One other note: I just spoke with an employee of the golf course here at Tamarack at Osprey Meadows. They were told to check in on Friday, so not to come to work tomorrow, just in case this fire is still going on. And Scott, I have to tell you, we're going to bring in meteorologist Scott Dorval. The winds pretty much all this morning and midday, Scott, seemed like they were coming up from the south, and it seems in the last hour and a half, 2 hours, the winds have shifted. It seems like it's coming in from the west, and that obviously plays a big part in fighting fires up in the high country.
Yeah, the wind direction, Don, will shift as the day goes on, tends to right uphill in the afternoon. But we are getting some dynamics in the atmosphere that's forcing the breeze, but it's not really windy right now. We're probably going to see more of a breeze in the west central mountains overnight as a cold front comes through, and that could hamper some firefighting efforts. But they are fighting a battle there, trying to keep that fire away from Tamarack Resort and the homes that are nearby. So we'll keep you updated on that. Very impressive. In fact, look at this time-lapse view of what it looked like from this morning. It's a time-lapse view through about the middle part of the afternoon. Actually, I don't know if we have the video or not. I'll just talk about our weather. Okay, all right, let's just talk about our weather here in the Magic Valley. 93 degrees, skies are clear. We had some thunderstorms off. You could see them over the eastern Magic Valley, and those continue to stay to the east. There it again is the motion of these storms in this direction. But notice how there's some isolated storms here, some cloud cover forming. There's a chance we get a stray storm trying to go towards Twin Falls. Now, we've got a red flag warning for the eastern Magic Valley, and there's a chance that some lightning could pop up in the southern Magic Valley as well. We're going to keep an eye on that. In the meantime, 93 right now, 101 in Mountain Home. So we've got some real good heat to the west, running a couple degrees above where we were this time yesterday. Here are the showers and storms tracking off towards the east. These are those little storms trying to form here. These are a little bit more organized. These look like they're trying to fall apart as they advance to the north. But this is the location tomorrow that will have the similar setup. We'll keep an eye on that for you. In the meantime, forecast coming up for tomorrow. There's your sunshine, 85 degrees. So we're dropping the temperature about 5 degrees in the Ketchum area tomorrow. There's plenty of sunshine today. I think we'll see plenty of sunshine tomorrow as well. 66 degrees and a partly cloudy sky in the Twin Falls area overnight. I don't expect any storms. And then tomorrow, cooler and a little breezy, a high of 91. My extended forecast for the weekend is coming up.
Measles was declared extinct in the early 2000s, but now there's a new case in North Idaho. I'm your Twin Falls neighborhood reporter, Lorian Nettleton, and I spoke to the experts working to keep your neighborhood safe from these highly contagious diseases as students are heading back to school. The latest case of measles in Idaho hitting the northern part of the state just months after the South Central Public Health District announced an international traveler with measles visited the Magic Valley.
Vaccinations are the most safe and effective way to keep children healthy and out of the doctor's office.
Amber Veenstra loves her job as a nurse with the health district.
I love the education part of it, the science-based knowledge that you give people and families about immunizations.
The district holds regular immunization clinics at 8 locations across the Magic Valley, and for the last few weeks they've been busy as families get their students ready for school. Up until recently, Idaho students were required to get certain vaccinations to attend public schools, with exemptions allowed for religious, health, or other personal reasons.
The best thing to do about vaccinations is to get science-based information on it. Have those conversations, even if it's uncomfortable.
But in July, the Idaho Medical Freedom Act took effect, which bans mandating medical intervention in businesses and schools. I reached out to the State Department of Education to find out what this means for the familiar immunization requirements. They referred me to the Department of Health and Welfare. I haven't heard back from them, but the links on their website to immunization requirements are now broken.
Public health is not in the business of mandates. It is in the business of science-backed suggestions.
Amy Dillon is the Public Health District's information officer. She told me while people have the right to choose for themselves, science backs the effectiveness of vaccines against deadly diseases.
You know, it could happen here at any time, at any place in our 8-county region. It is very important for people to consider getting an MMR vaccine to prevent that before it ever comes here.
We'll direct you to where you can find your immunization requirements and immunization clinics in your neighborhood on this story from our website, idahonews6.com. I'm your Twin Falls neighborhood reporter, Lori in Nettleton, Idaho News 6.
Most Emmett students start class next week, but some are experiencing education without a single classroom. I'm your Emmett neighborhood reporter, Greenlee Clark, learning about online options in Emmett and why some families choose homeschooling, making somewhere like this their kids' classroom for the day.
Every time when we go somewhere, I get super excited.
Kaylee Slater homeschools her sons Caden and Colby. The family lives in Rock Creek, Montana, but without a strict school structure, they have the freedom to explore education wherever their travels take them, like here in Emmett.
I like the waterfall. The waterfall's big. I thought I needed to bring my kayak and go down it.
Caden told me about their first stop on their 9-week-long adventure in Gem County at Wild Rose Park, where they enjoyed the Black Canyon Dam. Your brother said he would get in the water. What do you think of that?
No.
While the Slater boys are visiting from out of state, it's also an option for all families in Gem County. As we've previously reported, the Emmett School District offers online options through Virtual Prep Academy.
Our goal behind that program is just to offer flexibility for our families.
This is the first year the district is partnering with Overventure Learning, another option that allows parents to homeschool with guidance. School choice legislation signed into law earlier this year offers families access to funds for private education, but students have to progress at public school standards.
They do have to take the ISAT testing and the IRI testing that are required of all public students so that we can measure their progress in academics in school.
While the number of homeschool students throughout the Treasure Valley is hard to track, Overventures has roughly 2,000 students enrolled, around 80 of them from Gem County. Are you hoping to come back to Emmett one day?
Yes, definitely. My best town ever.
We'll have more information about Emmett's online opportunities in this story on idahonews6.com. I'm your Emmett neighborhood reporter, Greenlee Clark, for Idaho News 6.
More than $3 million for charity. That's the big headline out. The Albertsons Boise Open presented by Chevron before a single swing of competition. The check reveal coming at the Hershey Company Pro-Am dinner. In front of more than 800 sponsors, partners, and guests for 36 years, the community-powered event has supported dozens of deserving local organizations, the total now exceeding $42 million. That's a Corn Ferry Tour record.
The Albertsons Boise Open is back in full swing. I'm your Boise Bench neighborhood reporter Sahana Patel here at Hillcrest Country Club, learning what you can expect to see, other than just great views, at this year's tournament. The Albertsons Boise Open is back at the Hillcrest Country Club for its 36th year. Executive Director Jeff Sanders says the day before the tournament is vital.
It's the last day the pros can play before the tournament starts on Thursday. So it's a kind of a practice round for us to get ready.
As the golfers fine-tune their swing, more than 850 dedicated volunteers are also gearing up for the days ahead.
We have a few volunteers who have volunteered all 36 years, and they're in all different committees, marshaling a hole, ecology, picking up the garbage.
Sanders says the event, which has raised over $3 million for local charities this year alone, wouldn't be possible without a huge team of helpers.
If we had to pay all the volunteers to volunteer, they wouldn't have any money left over for charity. So volunteers are the lifeblood, honestly, of any golf tournaments.
Crews at the country club have also been preparing for this event long before the first tee. And on Wednesday, it's all about the final touches as they prepare to welcome thousands of golf fans on the green.
So the last thing we're doing is we're finalizing product. Is it in its location? Are staff ready to attend to the patrons that are going to be on property? Have we scheduled everybody accordingly?
While most days are sold out, tickets are still available for Sunday and can be found with the link on this story on IdahoNews6.com. On the Boise bench, I'm your neighborhood reporter, Sahana Patel, for Idaho News 6.
I'm ABC's Perry Russum in Washington. President Trump today warning of severe consequences if Vladimir Putin does not agree to stop the war after their meeting on Friday. That story coming up. Ahead of his summit with Vladimir Putin, President Trump today lowering expectations for a ceasefire in the Ukraine war, but also raising a warning for Russia.
Will Russia face any consequences if Vladimir Putin does not agree to stop the war after your meeting on Friday?
Yes, they will. Yeah.
What will the consequences
there will be
be?
consequences.
Sanctions, tariffs?
There will be, I don't have to say, there will be very severe consequences, yes.
Russia was set to be hit with stiff sanctions right before the summit was announced. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky meeting with European leaders in Berlin, Germany today, warning President Trump Putin is bluffing and wanting the war to end. Trump had wanted Zelensky at Friday's meeting with Putin, but Putin rejected that.
And was it your call not to invite President Zelensky to your meeting with Putin?
No, just the opposite.
The White House today says the summit will be held at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Anchorage, Alaska. The president holding out hope this first meeting could lead to a Putin-Zelensky face-to-face.
If the first one goes okay, we'll have a quick second one. I would like to do it almost immediately, and we'll have a quick second meeting between President Putin and President Zelensky and myself if they'd like to have me there.
This morning, President Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, President Zelensky, and European leaders had a virtual meeting ahead of the summit on Friday. It will be Putin's first time on U.S. soil since 2015. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Scout Dorval. We've got changing air masses. That means our temperatures are going to cool and then they're going to heat right back up. We'll look at that extended forecast right through next week.
Scott Dorval with your Idaho News 6 forecast.
Good evening again, everyone. This is a dramatic photo of the rock fire which developed last night after lightning strikes into the west side of Cascade Lake, north of Boise, in Valley County, southwest Valley County, south of the McCall area, popular destination on Highway 55, looking across Cascade Lake. And there you see the lightning strikes. Looks like three separate sparks right here. Not a lot of wind. You see the smoke going up vertically there, but those lightning strikes causing some issues. One storm in the area, and it caused a big issue. Let's take a look at a time-lapse view of that fire. This is during the day today, from this morning through the day today. This is the ski resort, Tamarack Ski Resort, and it's on the south side of Tamarack Ski Resort. Crews are working real hard to protect it here. You don't see it here, but there's an image that comes later on that shows fire retardant down here trying to block it from getting towards the lift station, at the lodge, mid-mountain. Again, it is south of there, but likely, from what it appears, not confirmed, may have burned near some of the slopes there, the trees there close to that. So dramatic views of that fire with that camera at the summit of Tamarack Resort. Crews continue to battle it right now, 1,000 acres. Let's look at our weather. Here's our canyon cam from this morning, and I want you to notice the clear skies, just a few scattered clouds, but watch over here to the right. We're looking towards the east, towards Burley, and you see those clouds there. That's the northern extent of some thunderstorms developing well to the south. That's the cloud cover spilling to the northeast. These are the locations east of Twin Falls under the red flag warning, with a chance, basically a high fire danger because of the chance for lightning. And there's been lightning in southern Cassia County and points to the east as well. Redfish right now, beautiful. Again, no thunderstorms, sunshine, 83 degrees, light westerly breeze. This temperature will drop a little bit during the day tomorrow as well. Sun Valley, again, enjoying a lot of sunshine during the day. This is the latest picture of the sunshine today. Temperature get to 90 today in Ketchum. Should go to 85 tomorrow, down to 81 by Sunday. And notice this, a 20% chance chance of thunderstorms. We have to watch out for the potential of introducing more lightning, the potential for some fire starts nearby in the mountains. So please keep that in mind as we head towards the latter part of the weekend. Notice the temperatures cool over the weekend and then heat back up as we get towards the middle part of next week. So here are the high temperatures so far today. We hit 97 in Pocatello, 94 in Twin Falls, 101 Mountain Home, Glens Ferry at 98. There's your 90 in Haley. And so still pretty hot today. Tomorrow, these numbers will come down as a weak cold front up to the north here is going to graze by to the northeast, to our east, and it's going to cool us down. But all of this red, this is the red flag warning in effect here. And you see the storms that are tracking through this area. Same place tomorrow, same development, but the very hot temperatures will be pushed down to the south. This cold front sweeps on by, and most of the cool air staying to the north, but it will shove the very hot weather down into Utah as we go into the day tomorrow. You see that temperature drop right there. But then as we go towards next week, the weekend we stay kind of nice, but then the heat starts to build back in as we get towards the middle part of next week. We're going to see those temperatures pop right back up. So let's take a look at that forecast now for the Magic Valley. Mainly sunny tomorrow, but not as hot. You see to the South Mountains, not so sunny. We have a chance of some thunderstorms, a 20% chance of storms producing rain in the Jackpot area. And for the east central, or for the eastern Magic Valley, a very similar story setting up again with the storm potential in the afternoon, but mainly sunny for Burley and Rupert. There you see a chance for storms from Pomerelle southward. Here's my extended forecast now, and temperatures dip down to 89, 87 to 89 all the way through Monday. So the weekend looking pretty good. Could be a little cloud cover on Saturday, but temperature-wise, it's looking nice, a little hotter mid next week.
When we get back, it's Wellness Wednesday, and we're looking at the impact that exposure to intense summer heat can have on your heart. The hot weather is back. Summer's not over yet. I'm senior reporter Roland Barris for Wellness Wednesday, where we're healthier together. And today we've got some tips to keep you safe in this extra heat.
Getting baked in the sun these days can be a risky proposal for your heart. Heat can mess with your equilibrium as the body tries to cool off by bringing blood closer to the surface of the skin.
The problem is, as our blood vessels dilate over a prolonged period of time, some people, because of that, can actually get low blood pressure.
And that can lead to heat stroke. Dr. Meltzer says even if a cold beer sounds good, it can lead to dehydration in the heat, which makes your heart work harder. And drinking isn't the only problem. Eating a lot can create issues as well.
Big meals can cause the shunting of our blood to our belly and therefore make it harder for us to cool down.
He says dress cool, wear a hat, stay hydrated, and check with your doctor to manage any heart issues you might have, including medications that could be affected by the heat.
Stay cool out there. Reporting from Nampa, I'm senior reporter Roland Barris for Wellness Wednesday, where we're healthier together on Idaho News 6.
Now we'll look outside from the Treasure Valley Chevy Dealers Tower Cam.
Final check of that forecast for tomorrow. Temperatures coming down from the mid-90s in the Magic Valley to 89 tomorrow. May hover generally within a couple of degrees all the way through Monday. So through the weekend, looks pretty nice. A little bit of a breeze tomorrow kicking on in. Over the weekend, still looks good. Watch out for the chance of some thunderstorms in the South Mountains, though, over the next couple of days. Be sure to join Isaiah Sharp on Idaho News 6 tonight at 10 o'clock. I'll have the latest forecast details and any changes to this extended forecast. In the meantime, enjoy your evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you later tonight.